Hello and welcome to SpaceEngine Exploration. So this is a very special episode because I have hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is absolutely phenomenal. I don't even know where to begin. I was going to do an animated video, but I never really got around to it. I was going to start working on that before I hit 10,000 subs, but you might have noticed this video is quite delayed. I've had a very incredibly rough week. A lot of personal things happening in my life, so I just have not really had the motivation to make a video, which is kind of unfortunate because this is my 10,000 subscriber milestone. Like, 10,000 subs. I'm very shocked by that. Like, I would have, when I started this channel, I was uploading dumb gaming videos, which I've pulled most of them, because I don't want to do gaming videos on this channel. They don't really get good attention by YouTube anymore, and, I mean, they do, they're kind of correcting the monetization thing, and all the flagging and whatever. I did see a video by Gorg's Brave, the guy who owns the Slingshot channel, about a YouTube union kind of thing, but it required Facebook, and I don't know if it's ever going to pick up traction, but, I mean, at least people are pushing towards, like, kind of a better YouTube that does not have, like, this kind of oversensitivity that YouTube currently has. So, 10,000. Yeah, when I was uploading dumb gaming videos, I did not expect to hit this number at all. Jeez. Like, I'm completely left without words here. I have no clue what to say. If I do get back into making like normal gaming videos, I'll probably make like a second channel, or I might take it over to Twitch or something, because it seems like Twitch is like the better platform that everyone seems to be going to for gaming stuff now. So for this channel, I want to try to keep it like strictly space, statistic, kind of social studies, kind of that kind of stuff. Just, I mean, I might move it into like biology and things like that, but for the most part, it's going to be space related, with the same two games, Universe Inbox 2 and Space Engine, and maybe whatever other crazy engines I come across. I mean, if you guys know of any cool games to check out, I'm certainly up for suggestions there. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just jump into some suggestions right away. I want to be pretty brief on these. So let's see here. We got one from Ocean Jack. Let's go ahead and select this ID here. And hope that it loads. And it does, but we gotta get rid of the question mark. There we go. It's a Roman Wharf. Over in Bernard's Loop in the general region. There's some comets around it. No planets with life. Let's go to this large gas giant here. So this is a pretty cool looking view. Let's go ahead and just get all this off the screen. We got all these like comets in there. This one's got like a green plume on it. That one's got like an orange plume. I don't have real planet brightness enabled. We've got this really nice view of all these nebulas and stuff around us. In fact, another example where 9.9.0 nice is to see all these nebulas in like a much greater detail. This looks pretty good. Suggestions. Go ahead and get this menu up and see if there's it's worth visiting here. So it's a red dwarf. So all these are probably orbiting in very close proximity. In fact, this is probably incredibly close, but the star is rather small compared to something like the sun or like a blue giant star or something like that. Go ahead and zoom out here. So, what is this? Is that the Flame Nebula? Yeah. IC 434 is the center part here. And then this is the actual Barnard's Loop, if I recall right, the part that's going around it. Then we have the Orion Nebula. And is this a part of the Orion Nebula, or is this technically a separate part? Can't really select it because the magnitude's not great enough on it. And you see 2023 over there. Very neat. Let me go ahead and scroll through and see if I can find another suggestion. We have one from Unstoppable Wolf Official. Let's go ahead and select this. It's an orange supergiant star with a pretty neat black hole. Go ahead and paste this in. And I have no clue why I'm not hearing music right now. What's going on with this? Oh, there's music playing. It's just very quiet. I don't know if you guys could hear the frogs in the background. They're outside my window just croaking. So we got this orange supergiant and a black hole with an accretion disk feeding off of it. Let's go ahead and zoom into that black hole. This black hole is equivalent to 18 suns in mass. So very heavy black hole, but really tiny as well, sitting at a diameter of only 106 kilometers. And you see the accretion disk of the light bending this star here. Very neat. Was there anything you wanted me to visit around here? It doesn't look like it. We do have an Oceania here. Pretty far away though. You can barely even see the black hole, but I believe that's it right there. I always have blue light in this game if I recall right. Alright, let's see if I can find another suggestion here. It's astrobiology says the term I was looking for is tidal flexing, which happens as a result of tidal friction, so I wasn't too far off when I was talking about that in the last episode. Let's go ahead and paste in a new ID here. White main sequence star. Did I mention who this was from? It's from Bureau Zara. Or Zara? I'm not too sure. And we got a couple planets with life here. This one is abiogenesis. And this one is panspermia, so this planet more than likely contaminated this planet over here in the system. Which that gas giant is way over there. Interesting. So maybe it's some form of like intelligent life or something like that on this planet. Or maybe there was just a rough collision and some bacteria somehow transferred over to that gas giant over there. Who knows? But the life on this planet, I don't quite see yet. Seeing sand. Let's go ahead and select it. Yeah, it's just marine life, so we won't be able to visualize the life on this planet, unfortunately. And just for the record, it is the middle of the night, so I am incredibly tired if I sound groggy, but I really wanted to get this video out. Oh, and I forgot about that. I was going to totally mention it. Unfortunately today, or tonight, I guess, Stephen Hawking has passed away, which is incredibly unfortunate because he was definitely a gem to society. He's basically the one who kind of built the knowledge of black holes and a lot of the universe as we see it today. So it's very unfortunate to see him pass, and I don't know, I don't think anyone will really replace him, but hopefully we see more people like him in the future. Go ahead and paste this in here. What is this? Warm Terra, and this is posted by Derp Sauce Gaming. If you're looking for extreme planets, this is one. Definitely takes the cake. It orbits a potato star, 100 astronomical units in diameter, and a black hole. Despite this, the planet has liquid oceans and water, and temperatures below the boiling point. Okay. Got some orange rings here. And there is the potato star, I guess. Would I say that's a potato? I guess you can say it's a potato. So it has liquid oceans, but what would be more impressive is if it had life, which it doesn't, but I guess that's a little bit too high hopes, but you never know with this game. Somebody mentioned in the last video where I was showing like the telescopic effect with zooming in that if you turn on the orbits you should be able to see it better. So anyone who's playing with that in the previous video, you give that a shot. Just turn on the orbit map by clicking these, this icon right here. Let's go ahead and pay a visit to the black hole, which does not have an accretion disk, so it doesn't appear to be stealing much matter from the star here. But this star, or black hole rather, is 19 masses of the sun. Actually, pretty much 20. So let's see if I can grab another suggestion here. And if I miss any suggestions, I'm incredibly sorry, but I'm very tired. Okay, so we have a random galaxy here, and it's a regular type galaxy. It's at the edge. Oh, at the edge of the universe. So, I forget who it was, but somebody really wanted me to show a galaxy at the edge of the universe. Well, here it is. One of them. There we go. Yeah, that's gonna crash the game. I turned that up way too much. Just set this to like 11. And there is the universe. The universe in this game is a box shape, so this is probably in a corner or something. No, it's just at the edge. Let me go dig up that comment saying visit this galaxy in the corner. It was from the Redstone Hive. I don't see the suggestion on episode 101, so I'll go back to episode 100 real quick and hopefully pause it before it starts playing. Nope, we got an ad. Currently looking for that suggestion. Okay, so it's also not on episode 100, it's on episode 99. It says my suggestion was not in here, rip. Dang it. I do want to visit it because I messed it up like twice, so might as well get it correct this time. Okay, there it is. So let's go ahead and select this. And this should in theory be in the corner of the universe. Way over here. Look like a Milky Way or Andromeda type galaxy. Not type galaxy, but it has the texture of it. No, nope, never mind. And what is this? Oh, it's just a nebula. It's just glowing really brightly. But here's this little spiral galaxy in the corner of this square-shaped universe. And I did see a video from Venera 13 Studios who says, when you see square-shaped things in the universe, basically just run away. That is normally bad news, so the fact that the universe is cube-shaped makes me think that maybe planets are not round. Maybe they're cube-shaped, so maybe this game is completely lying and everything we know is just lying. Hard to say, but let's go ahead and visit the next suggestion. Close this tab. Okay, so that was from the Redstone Dimensions, the one at the edge of the universe. This next one is from River for You. Let's go ahead and paste it in. Get rid of that question mark. Hopefully there's not too much keyboard noise transferring through. Okay, so this is a carbon star. And not much description beyond that. River for You says it's a diamond star, so just scorched planets. This must be very high energy or very hot. because these planets are scorched all the way to the end, pretty much. It's glowing on both sides because it's got such a high radiant heat. Especially if we visit one really close to the star. Oh yeah, this planet's not having a good time, to say the least. Oh yeah, definitely molten. So let's go ahead and find another suggestion here. Oh, okay, so this is from, it's Dunix Gaming. Wow, only 9k subscribers. You should have like 100k or 500k. You have a great channel, I'm subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. I don't know. Kinda got a little bit of a self-confidence issue there in terms of how many subs I should have. I make way too many mistakes in my videos to really justify, like, calling my videos great. But I do put a lot of effort into a lot of them. Some of them I put way less effort, but typically you can tell when I do that. It's normally very intentional. But I do like to upload the occasional troll video. Okay, so we got some crazy stuff going on here with this galactic collision, it looks like. Oh yeah, this is very cool. Especially with the galaxy magnitude turned up, because we have all these like glowing nebulas and stuff in the background. I'm going to leave that on, just because that does look really cool. So we got this warm tear with life. This is from Cube Mapping, by the way. I'm really slacking on mentioning the names, but I think I've gotten them all. Galactic Gamer says, hey, 1,000 subscribers. I'm sure you meant 10,000. Okay, so, wow, really long description for this. I'm not going to visit all 8 of these. Just go to the one that's Terra. I think 3? Yeah, 3. It's a warm Terra with multicellular life, and it's pretty Earth-like atmosphere, except it's purple tinted, which you can see the purple around the edges. Let's go ahead and just touch down on it. So it's got marine and terrestrial life. I actually had to double check and make sure I had OBS recording. So let's go ahead and zoom in here. And there's our life. Generic orangish green life. Not really an identifiable texture because it looks so low resolution. I do have the video settings turned up quite a bit. Let's go ahead and check that out. Okay, yep, making sure it's not too high to where the game crashes a ton. Once you start turning up the, let me just show it real quick. The landscape level of detail, or LOD, that's when you're going to have a bad time and the game's going to start crashing a lot. Because to generate that terrain takes a lot of memory, and I guess there's some kind of memory allocation problem with this game or something like that, I'm not too sure. I've had it explained before, but basically, you use too much RAM, game goes exploding. So it looks like just uniformly like the same life texture. Let's go to these mountains over here. That might be a different texture. Can't really tell. It's got like a little bit more of like a vibrant green in it. You can see it over here on the left side. I don't know if you can actually see my cursor. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the next suggestion, which is from Charlie? Is that Charlie? CH4RLI3? I think it was Charlie. And the only description is a smiley face. So let's go ahead and paste this in. Okay, so we are in not an elliptical type galaxy, it's just everything is very dense here in the center. And we have this colorful Terra here, which seems to be either binary, no, it is orbiting around that gas giant. So it's got both marine and terrestrial life. And it's a beautiful Earth-like rock, but with an incredibly low atmospheric pressure. And the mass is incredibly short of that of Earth, so it's kind of just a little moon, I guess. And it's got this yellowish green atmosphere. Or that could just be because I'm near the sunset. Wow, look at all those nebulas and stuff in the sky. It looks crazy when you have like the magnitude turned up. Completely unrealistic, but it looks cool. And that's basically all that matters. And we got those. I really like this cloud texture. It always looks great in the sunsets. Makes you think of like a tropical region or something like that. So we got another moon over here. It also has an atmosphere, but it looks like it's just a desert. And there's the hosting gas giant. Let's go ahead and scroll up here. Okay, so we have a suggestion from Warm Terra. Is that just kind of a, I assume that might be a play off of like, just what they're called in this game. I guess the classifications are going to be different in the next version of the game. Like, it'll be more specific details to the names of the planets and stuff, so that'll be kind of cool. It won't just be like Warm Terra, but it'll be like more specific, I guess. So we got this pink desert here. No, Titan. This is a Titan, but I have the brightness not set to real at the moment. Let's just go ahead and touch down right here. And there's some giant rings in the background. And I don't see any sign of the parenting star. Based on that moon over there, I assume one of these dots is that star though. Got some snow-covered mountains. And, well, I mean, there's snow-covered mountains, but I assume this planet is just absolutely littered with, like, all sorts of variances of ice and whatnot. But here you go. Here is the actual brightness of this planet. Incredibly dim because the star is really far away over there. So, let's see. The next suggestion is from Alexandra. Fine. It's a ringed Earth-like Terra orbiting a gas giant inside a globular cluster next to a blue spiral galaxy. Let's go ahead and paste this ID in. And let's go. Temperate Terra with life. Okay, so we got some small rings here, orange rings. We are in a globular cluster, in fact, next to a blue galaxy. Let's touch down where the sun is setting, next to this mountain range. One of those really bumpy mountain ranges. There we go, that's a really cool view. I've been going through my videos and updating a lot of the thumbnails. I need to catch up on that. I don't know if I'm going to go through and make it uniform or not, but I went through the PDF SpaceEngine series and I updated all the thumbnails for that. I think at like episode 60, that's when the updated thumbnails for SpaceEngine Exploration starts. And I think all the older versions of the thumbnails say SpaceEngine Exploring, which is what I was originally going to call the series, and is in fact the name of all the image files on my hard drive, so yeah. But exploration sounded like it made a little bit more sense. Because that's what it is. It's an exploration of SpaceEngine. Alright, so really pretty view and awesome suggestion. Let's go ahead and select the next one, which is from Plazasta. Select this ID and paste it in. Here we go. Let's get a description. Orbits around a white dwarf. My leg is currently asleep. But it's impossible not to notice the gargantuan star next to it. Oh, hello. Yeah, it's gargantuan star. No, this is not the biggest star I ever found, but it is it's still trying to break a record though. Anyways, I think the results are beautiful. So, how big is this? 205 astronomical units. To give you an idea, an astronomical unit is the distance between Earth and the Sun, so that's 205 of those. Distance between The sun and Pluto, I think, is 40 astronomical units, or somewhere in that region. It could be 30. I can't remember that off the top of my head. But yeah, that's a big star, or gargantuan, in other words. And we have a blue star somewhere over here. I think that is the white dwarf. Oh, and it's got an accretion disk. Very cool. Let's go ahead and turn down the exposure. Because anytime you go to a white dwarf that has an accretion disk, you gotta turn the exposure down, so you can really see the detail of these white dwarfs. In fact, they even have an animated texture on them. It looks like it's just two tiled textures overlapping each other, but it looks very cool nonetheless. And if I switch it over to real time, you can see that this star is spinning really rapidly, because this is real time. And the star is really large, 20,000 kilometers, so nearly twice as big as Earth. And that's how fast it's moving. Crazy. I'm going to restore this. And you can even see the accretion disk moving. It's a very cool suggestion. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one, which is from Crabgon Sapiens. This ID selected here. Paste it in, and read off the description. This is an ordinary gas giant, but it has quite a lot of moons. All of them temperate, and almost all are deserts. One of the moons is in Oceania, which gave me an idea. Perhaps an advanced civilization would drain the oceans and transfer the water. And then they have a gas giant system filled with, like, I guess, terraformed planets. What do we got here? Okay, so this is that planet. And here's our Oceania. Well, my best... Yeah, if you're going to transfer water from one planet to another, it's incredibly impractical, but... No, the game crashed. That galaxy magnitude just couldn't live long enough. Okay, let's try to get back over there. And here we go. Ready for takeoff. Okay, so here is our temperate Oceania. Okay, so let's see. Your best chance at like extracting water from this planet and transferring it to another is probably going to be this desert right here, only because it is the closest and would take the least amount of energy and resource. You would have to do it at a point where the orbits are close to each other, though. And another reason why this one would probably be a good idea is because it already has like an atmosphere of water. So if there's any water that is condensed anywhere in the atmosphere, it would probably be ice sheets on the poles, kind of like Mars. So there we go. There is the water on this planet. So it probably had a history of water at some point when it was in a warmer, earlier, younger state. So it's very similar to Mars. The other reason why is the tidal friction and tidal effects on this actually rather large gas giant there would have intense amounts of radiation and other crazy stuff that probably wouldn't be too good for terraforming. So you'd want to use this moon that's pretty far out. And, well, really, that's my summary anyways. Beyond that, we have a low atmosphere. Oh, no, wait, there we go. We have a very low atmospheric pressure on this planet, so an atmosphere would definitely have to be, like, created somehow. The temperature's already starting at 5 degrees Celsius, which isn't too cold. In fact, at that temperature, there might even be, like, some liquid water, but it would be around the equator, which there really isn't any. So you could thaw like these ice sheets here or something, maybe pump this planet with a bunch of greenhouse gases to melt those ice sheets and possibly transfer water from this one. As for all these other planets, maybe this one because it has a pretty strong atmosphere, but it might be too strong. No. This one might not be a bad idea, but it does have like sulfur dioxide and stuff in the atmosphere, which probably would not be good for us to breathe. This one has methane and sulfur dioxide, so that is the water planet there. This one as well has methane and water as its primary atmosphere components, so really hard to say. But there is carbon dioxide as well, kind of like Mars. Okay, so let's see. The next suggestion is from the Redstone Hive, but this is his suggestion for this video. I just wanted to revisit the one in the previous video because I messed it up so many times. Okay, so here we go. It's a temperate Oceania. Let's go ahead and get the description. I know you don't like Oceania planets, but this is the best one I've seen. By the way, you'll know why I chose this one. Yeah, I know exactly what planet this is. This is like the first one I visited in the series. Yeah, I visited this planet probably like 15 times in this series now. I wonder if I should start ignoring this planet, to be honest, whenever it gets loaded, like edited out or something, because I think I visited this on like the 100th episode. This is the planet, I guess, where it all began. I found this planet just exploring around because I wanted to go to the Orion Nebula, and I found this thing, and it looks very cool. It has rings, and it has this large moon, which are pretty rare to see around like small rocky planets. Our moon is like kind of like an anomaly almost, and to see that around this thing is pretty cool. And it's got rings, and it's just a really cool looking little Oceania over here in the Orion Nebula. So it's hard not to get a good view of that planet. So this next suggestion is from It's Johnny Gat. It's a Terra with life. And I think this might be the last suggestion on the list. Let's go ahead and paste this in, get rid of that space, and here we go. Buckle up and ready for takeoff. Okay, so Terra with life, but it's marine life, so we can't see any of it. Because marine life doesn't exist yet. Is this the Black Eye Galaxy? What is this? Hoag's object? One of those two. I can't really select it though. Let's go ahead and just fly over here. And I kind of like the way I'm actually getting through these suggestions rather quickly. It's like I'm not missing like everything wrong, but it's just kind of brief visits. That's pretty well. So here we are on the Shadow's rings over there. And you can see them casted on the atmosphere and the planet itself, making for a really cool view. Does this planet have any auroras for us to visit? It certainly does. Touchdown right here. And we'll just see auroras all around us. And I see that the lens flare is clipping, which tells me I might have MSAA. No? Ah, there we go. Gotta set the diffraction spikes normal in order to see that clipping. I guess that Oceania planet, once 9.9.0 comes out, I probably won't be seeing it again because it more than likely is the Infinite Sea. But yeah, I've visited that planet so many times in this series. People have suggested that one a lot. In fact, I wonder how many people. No, I'm not even going to mention those people who do it. Never mind. I know how you are. So we got these really shiny, snow-covered hills. And the shading looks kind of weird because of this dark blue, but that's because of the basically ambient light that reflects off the mountains, I guess casting into the shadows there and illuminating the backside of these hills a little bit. Of course, I don't think the game's that complex to actually ray trace all the lighting and all that, but that's kind of the tint of that atmosphere. So, what galaxy are we in? Zoom out here, and I do believe this is Hoag's object, a ring-type galaxy. And there it is. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video off here. Thank you guys so much for 10,000 subscribers. still left speechless. That's a crazy amount of subscribers, and I don't know. That was like the milestone. I don't know what the next milestone is or what the future of this channel is, but I'm definitely along for the ride. So thank you all. If you guys like this video, please subscribe, and until next time, I will see you in the next video.